Namaskar, good morning and good evening, my dear beloved friends. Warm welcome to one and all of you. And as always, I'm very glad, very delighted, and happy that I'm able to meet with you through yet another session. And thank you for the overwhelming appreciations and feedback that we are able to improve our audio quality and also our video quality and the content. And some of you have reached out to me asking for specific topics, and I want to thank you and appreciate. All right, I strongly believe and I trust that you are in good health, good peace, and good job, and whatever that goodness that can bring to you. I hope you are blessed. Yes, these sessions are very important. I keep repeating this because these are the sessions which helps you to focus on the real topics which are significant to life. So naturally what happens is over a period of time through these sessions you will start ignoring all the things that are unnecessary, that are irrelevant, that misleads you, that kind of leads you into deception. You think, oh, it's going to add more value to my life, but after a few years or decades you will discover, oh, I have been in a trap for so many years or what, right? And it'll be too late for any one of you to recover. Therefore, sooner it is better that you get enrolled in such discussions, such programs. Therefore, you can walk back from the trap before you get too far into the deep into the trap, right? So these kind of sessions will bring the real quality of your life to light, right? If you think you are all good, assuming you're all good, but you are leading a bad life, right? You're living one of the terrible lives. Somebody should tell you, somebody should expose it to you, and you don't have the capacity to expose. That's why these kind of sessions are very helpful, useful to help you understand, right? Warm welcome once again to this session, and today we are going to deal with yet another valuable subject, that's about peace. Yes. So many of you go and enroll yourself in yoga programs and breathing exercises and psychiatric classes, and some people get into the Bible studies or other religious doctrines. Excuse me. You want to study and practice. You may be Hindu brother, you may be a Buddhist friend, or you may be a Christian, you may be a Muslim brother, whoever you may be. You have your own ways of finding that peace. For some reasons, this world had, I'm not saying they're camouflaged or fooled people. I'm saying for some reasons, when they say peace, it's immediately tagged with the religion. But actually, that's not the truth. That's fairly true. I'm not disagreeing. That's why I gave you certain examples of how the religious standpoint peace is built. That's why I gave you a few religions as examples. Each religion has got their own doctrines. The necessity for the religion is to build peace, right? Every doctrine, regardless of any religion, their doctrine presses one thing: you need to live a peaceful life. Every religion is pressing hard, desires truly, uh, that every human being should live peacefully, in peace. Correct or not? Right. Now, what is the best definition? See, this is not a religious session, but then I took that example because this peace, no, it's tightly coupled with religion. Well, whatever I'm going to talk in this session, your mind will connect with your religion only. That's why I'm also making it very honest and clear. But we are not going to discuss anything on religion. Promise you, don't switch off and go somewhere. Just wait. What is the best definition of peace? We keep, analyzing this stuff, right? It's called as a state of tranquility or quietness, such as freedom from all sorts of disturbances, as far as the law and order is concerned, or whatever it may be. There may be commotion in certain cities. Some tensions will be there in cities, like for example, recently there was a war between Palestine and Israel, right? And if you see, always, all around the year, all through the year, round the clock, there will be tensions. Such a person, such a place, people who are dwelling there, if they get to know that the war is over, what a peace they will get in their mind, right? That is one thing which you can imagine. A state of security or order within a community, provided by law, or a custom, that brings peace, is also a very good definition of peace. A simple definition of peace is you are disturbed mentally. Something or someone or some incident gave you calmness, that you don't have that breathlessness, you don't have that kind of panicking thought, that terrifying thought, that horrifying thought, and you're sweating a lot, you're not able to sleep, you're not able to eat food. All this changes, right? You're able to eat well, you're able to sleep well. My definition is very simple. If I'm able to eat happily, live my life happily, and sleep happily, that is the best definition of peace. Correct or not? Okay. We are not only living to eat and sleep. I didn't mean to say that way, but then that's the best definition, right? There are various types of peace, but the two top definitions or types of peace is enforced by justice. You get a peace, you get some peace enforced by justice, in the sense law and order. For example, in many countries you cannot roam around beyond 9 o'clock because there's a law and order, which means what? There is no chance for theft or rapes or whatever, right? Alcoholics or drug addictions. 9 o'clock you cannot walk around. Or it's some countries are democratic and they leave it to the free choice of the people who wanting to live together, right? And they can lead their lives. For example, states like New York 24 by 7, Mumbai 24 by 7, and it's your choice. So it depends, right, where you extract that peace. What is the source of peace? Sometimes you extract the peace from the law and order, sometimes you extract, so your peace is disturbed through the law and order. It depends how you take it in, it depends on your lifestyle, your attitude, right? Now, why is peace very important? It's very important because peace is the desire of every beating heart. If you have a quarrel with somebody, no, you will feel so proud and bold and all that, but after you come back home, what will be the true feeling in your heart? Tell me. I want to somehow have peace with that person. That's how a good human being will think. There are very bad human beings who always are wicked fellows who always want to have that brawls and fights and quarrels. Because why? That's how they gain that popularity and importance. Technically you can call them as politicians also. I am not into that. You also don't get into that. But every good human being will desire peace. Next day morning they will try to somehow go and patch up or say an apology or say that, explain, see the reason for me to react. Why? Because until you do get into these kind of experiences and feelings, your heart will not be at peace. Correct? No? Am I speaking the truth or not? Now, peace is the hope of every nation, by the way. It's the hope of every community. It's the hope of every human being. The promise of every politician, the pulse of every religious tradition, the goal of every prayer that you make is for peace, peace, and peace. Politicians also, they talk about peace. You give opportunity to our party, we will come and do this, and we will give you that peace and calmness. Correct? No, everybody gives that agenda before election. What happens after election, I don't know, I leave it to your judgment. Okay. Now, peace is the bold and courageous and ultimate response to the notion that violence provides any viable solution for the conflicts of our world. This is by definition, I read it. And I mean to say this because all of you should understand this fact. Sorry, there was a technical glitch. Should understand this fact that every one of us live in this world to taste something that is called as peace. Simple definition, right? Now, what are the characteristics of peace? When I can understand, when I'm able to understand that there are some characteristics of peace. Peace compromises 4 degrees of security, right? First of all, no security, partial security, fair security, absolute security. I'm talking from the national law perspective. Any nation that is able to implement this kind of security, and there are certain places where they don't have police station, because why? There is no crime. I forgot the name of the place. It's in the world, in this world only, and I'm not talking about some Pluto or Mars or Jupiter. No, in this world only there are certain places where the human beings learn to live in peace, in humanity. The police stations are closed. There is no law and order, crime or anything. They all live peacefully, right? Don't we want to see our nation that way? Don't you want to see our families in that way? Don't you want to see those relationships coming together that way peacefully? Yes, that's your desire, correct or not? Every human being desires that. Now, these inherent characteristics of peace explains why people stop to substitute this peace for war, right? As a social phenomenon, peace shares some common characteristics with war. Sometimes wars are essential to bring peace, to defeat terrorism. For example, America did it with Afghanistan. So I'm not getting into the world politics, sorry, but sometimes it is essential to defeat, certain elements that disrupt peace, and that is world politics. I'm not getting in there. I'm talking about our human life and humanity. That I want to stipulate my limits, right? Where does, and since this peace is a very very global topic, it really connects with multiple things. It connects with religion, it connects with politics, it connects with people, it connects with everything, gender, diversity, anything. Where does peace come from? Very tough question to answer, right? Peace comes from, you know where? From within you. You are the reason for the peace that you can bring to yourself and to the community and to the society. Simple, right? For simple things that you affect our spirit and soul. I'm not getting into religious doctrines, therefore let's leave it there. Peace comes when for example, when I wrap my child in my arms, the mother gets that peace in her heart. And the child also can feel that peace in his or her heart. The baby can feel the touch of a mother, correct? No? Sometimes the peace comes when I have repaid my loan, right? Until then, you have a feeling that you are the debtor, and there is all lot of dangers involved, that somebody can seize my property, this, that, and all, right? Now, peace is an also shared laughter with a friend. Some people get that peace when they have a lot of fun, and they laugh too much, when they get into all sorts of fun events, they feel that peace. You leave them alone, they'll be so depressed. It depends from person to person, it varies. Peace is in the grateful smile of a student when he figures out a solution for a problem, especially mathematics. I was there, therefore I understand. When I figure out that solution for that puzzle or a riddle, my goodness, there is so much of calmness in my mind. Mathematics especially, I'm not at all good at mathematics, somehow I hate it. But then I got decent score theoretically, but practically, you know what, I always felt empty. Because why? I learned it out of pressure, right? But other subjects, I learned it out of passion. Only those lingers to my mind. Now you ask me to explain some Pythagoras theorem, I don't understand, I don't even know, I forgot, but I scored full marks. That is what I'm trying to explain. Whatever you do out of passion will instill peace. Everything else instills pressure, but you will deliver it somehow. But end of the day, you will have zero satisfaction. Why I did that and all that. Now, what is the true peace of mind? I'm asking various questions and explaining it. It's going to be fairly a little longer session, so be patient. It's important. Why? Because mankind is striving hard every single day, round the clock, all through the year, for one aspect: peace and calm mindset. Trust me. You may earn in millions, but still, when you don't have a peace, you feel you have earned nothing. Trust me, that's the feeling every human being will go through. Now, peace of mind is a state of mental and emotional balance, right? And calmness, and free of worries and fears and stress and depressions and distraction. Important factors, we are going to rediscover how to get rid of these things, the bad elements that disturbs your peace. We are going to talk about that, okay? In this state, the mind is quiet, and you experience a gentle sense of happiness and freedom, liberalization they call it as, right? And such peaceful moments are not as rare as you may think. You may think, oh, those are rare moments. I would love to go through such experiences. Beloved, I'm telling you, these are the moments which you can definitely go through. Every moment in your life, every circumstance you face, every situation you go through, every challenge you come across, you can still hold your peace. That's exactly my point, and obviously you will be able to do it. But we are so carried away with so many things and misconceptions, and therefore we are not ready to believe these facts, and that's why we are trying to time and again reiterate. Now, what destroys your inner peace? Peace is always internalized, right? Externally also it can be seen. When a person is not at peace in his heart, face will be somewhat, terrible to look. Have you noticed how my face looks like? Peaceful? No, because why? I'm talking to you. Yeah, I love it. Whenever I talk to you, no, I get that peace. Without doing the sessions, you should look at my face. It's so horrible. That's why I don't show my face. when I don't do these sessions. All right. Whether it's a fear of tangible things like, heights and spiders. Some people are very scared of height, right? I also go so for tall up on a mountain. When I look down, I feel a little scared. When I climb up a tower, I feel scared to look down, and I get this vertigo also. Yeah, many people get this vertigo, right? And some people are scared of spiders, reptiles, snakes. I just hate them. Or a fear of tangible things like, failure, success, examinations, exam fear, or fear to come, stage fear. For example, this is also like a stage I'm talking to, but I have zero fear. You think I got it on day one? No, I had to work for almost 20 plus years to defeat that fear. And it's possible. Today, I've defeated that fear to such an extent that without such sessions, I lose my peace. So much you will be trained and coached, you will coach your mind so much, and you need to get involved, right? Eventually it will rob your all of inner peace you have. Nothing can disturb your peace of mind unless you allow it to. That is a saying, beautiful saying. Don't ask me who said it, somebody said it. What is important is just make a note of it. Nothing can disturb your peace of mind unless you allow it to happen, right? Now, is peace of mind possible? Some people still don't believe me, right? Therefore they're asking such questions, and I am asking questions and I'm answering on your behalf. Okay, I can assure you that peace of mind really does exist. Does exist, not doesn't exist, does exist. And not only that, it's something that you can accomplish it in your own life, you can feel it in your own life, and you can give it to others. You carry peace, right? And your environment changes, your atmosphere changes, your workplace changes, your family changes. Not only your life, right? You become light to the world. And peace of mind and focus go hand in hand, right? You're more focused, you're more peaceful. Therefore, when you learn how to stay focused, about which we have done a different session, and gain control of your thoughts, you're able to experience peace of mind. Anything can travel through your mind, through any person, but you are in control, you are in charge. Remember that always. Never forget. Now, how can I practice peace? How can I practice it? Feeling peace is different, practicing peace is different. Think peaceful thoughts. When you, especially in the middle of challenging situations, you had a terrible fight with somebody, you bit each other like dogs, you fight like dogs, then you think of how to patch it up. That will instill peace. Sit quietly, breathing exercises you can do, and yogas you can do. You can go for a walk, you can go for a jog, you can go for swimming, right? Some sports events, right? And pray for peace. Prayer. I'm a great believer in prayer, but I don't mix up my spiritual life in this kind of sessions. But my personal life, I believe a lot in prayer. When I pray, I feel very, very peaceful. Pray to your God, whoever is your God, right? And silence the critics, in the sense your mind will keep rewinding. Human mind is so weak, right? And it's so sensitive. When you get sensitized with certain critics, calm it down, saying that fine, I'm not a perfect human being, and whoever spoke such a thing against me is also not perfect. So forget it. Minus into minus plus. That much I know about mathematics, okay? That equation I know. Express gratitude, say thanks to people. Don't forget that, being grateful to people who helped you at some point of time. Share the love, right? To orphans and to downtrodden, to the poor, to the needy, to the jobless. See what you can do. Especially in this pandemic situation, many people are in need of help, medical help. Help them, and you will feel peaceful, full, right? Your heart will be full of peace and joy. That's a great experience. Now, how do you know that if you have peace of mind? It's like a checklist, right? Here are some of the signs of inner peace, right? An unmistakable ability to enjoy that moment, a loss of interest in judging other people, interpreting the actions of others, loss of interest in conflict. These are the signs, right? Somebody wants to come and fight with you, but you will have no interest. You will straight away say, by looking at the person's face, man, you have come to fight, right? You are the winner. Go, I'm defeated. These kind of reactions, when it comes out of your body and mind and heart and mouth and facial reactions, you are already a person who have embraced this peace. You can be very sure about it. These are the some of the common checklists I'm giving, leaving with you, and you check who you are, but be honest to yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. What happens when we lack peace? For example, when we lack peace due to various reasons, various situations, some human beings are the reasons for your peace to be disturbed. The state of affairs makes the mind even more restless, right? And attracts more thoughts into the mind. Fighting thoughts, quarreling thoughts, disputing thoughts, contradicting thoughts. killing thoughts. It's dangerous, so anything that is going to disturb your peace, pluck it out, right? Problems, difficulties, fears, worries, and hurt feelings increase the mental restlessness and the lack of inner peace. At these times, what happens is you become acute, for example, acutely aware of the lack of inner peace and the need for some mental silence. Some people end up going for a holiday or a break, which is even better, right? And why do some people still struggle with this inner peace? You have understood it and you know what to do, but still they struggle. Why? The biggest reason many people struggle is finding inner peace is because we have been conditioned to seek out this short term gain that creates long term pain. You want to do things in a rush, you want to patch up in a rush. Think for a long term, you will not end up in a pain if you have stopped yourself to rush and patch up. Think whether it's needed or not, right? As much as it is important to embrace peace with human beings, it is also important to be very wise. So just assess the situation and then think wisely, right? So at the core of chaos and drama is a person who has chosen to emotionally be numb, to seek momentary gain, at the expense of gaining long-term clarity. Now, what I'm trying to explain is like, for a long term pain, you don't have to rush. For a long term gain, yeah, it's worthy to rush. That decision and judgment only you can make because you only know about the other person. You only have the control over the situation and the thoughts lingering in your mind. Now, how can somebody live a calm life? See, calmness is tightly coupled with peace, correct? No? Now, these are some of the tips I'm leaving with you. Decide what is important in your life, examine your commitments, do less of the activities each day. Don't over pressurize, don't stress too much, right? Now, leave time between your tasks, regular intervals, you take breaks, slow down, enjoy your work, enjoy everything that you do in your life. If you don't enjoy, resign from that, right? I'm not enjoying in this swimming habit or keyboard. Don't do it for the sake of doing something. You resign from that, right? And don't let technology take over your life. That is the key. You are ending up in gadgets, FBs, Twitters, Instagrams, this, that, and WhatsApp and videos, always gadget ruling you. One day power is off, power is shut down, that guy will go mad. Are you in that situation? Then you are not living your life, the gadget is living its life in you. Please watch out. Okay, now for some people, this with this we will close. For some people, they don't have a lot of people to gel, they don't know how to develop the network yet. Is there a way that I can stay happy being all alone, or is there a way that I can stay peaceful all alone? Yes, there are ways. This is for the people, for some reasons you are working abroad and you don't have friends in foreign country, yet you want to live happily and peacefully and calm in calmness. So these are the things, right? Avoid comparing yourself to others. For example, don't compare with the situation what people are going through in India. If you are working in US, stick to the US standards, that boundaries, right? Confine it. Otherwise, what happens? You will lose your peace if you start comparing. And people who are working in the same country also, you cannot compare it with your neighbor. Look at his car, look at my car. You will lose your peace. Look at his wife, look at my wife. Same thing, wives. Look at my husband, look at that lady's husband. You will lose that peace. Don't compare. Accept what you have got from above. That's the way how I look at things, right? Take a step back from social media. Don't get involved too much into social media because there's a lot of garbage floating these days. Anybody can spit on anybody's face and they don't realize that they're spitting on your face. It's called as gossip, complaining, murmuring, grumbling, grudging. What do you gain by talking so much? Tell me. Talk to yourself and talk what you want to do. I'm not against social media, but limit it per day. For example, 15 minutes, quickly scroll through and throw the gadget, right? Take a phone break. You talk to some people whom you love, but don't always end up in phone. That is also gadget addictions, right? Now it's like a slow killing poison. Now carve out time to let your mind wander. Are you listening to me? You need to let your mind wander sometimes. Take a cup of coffee and go to the terrace. Just look at the nature. See how the birds are flying, how they flap the wings, and how they communicate to each other. I admire all of this a lot. You will be amazed to see how the birds follow the communication techniques. The technology was probably invented or somebody discovered with the help of the birds. Very nice communication. One crow will be crying, from there it's a cra cra. The other crow will, from there it will communicate cra cra cra, and both of them will come and meet. Amazing. And you know what, they will be meeting for an objective. They will pick that food and they will be sharing. These are the things you need to enjoy, and you can make your mind wander towards the nature. It's nice. You will get immense calmness, I'm telling you. Money cannot buy, but if you, even gadgets cannot buy. Spending time with that idiot box, what is that, television, cannot buy. You try it and see, you will understand I'm speaking the truth, right? Then get into a lot of physical exercises. You don't want to run, you don't want to jog, at least you walk around regular intervals. You keep walking around, right? Gel with people, talk to people, spend time with nature. Is already something I told you. Nature means you can take time off and travel to a faraway country or a place where you can enjoy the nature, mount glacier and the mount. For example, Kashmir or Srinagar or Shimla, or so many places is there, right? Now the last thing is, learn to respect your values. You have a reason that you're surviving, you have a reason that you're living. Just be focused on that. Do not ever shift your focus towards a person or towards a thing, right? As long as you stick on your focus, it is not selfish, but it's all about focusing on what you want to achieve in your life. That will keep you peaceful, happy, and you can live long, you can live healthy. God bless you. With that, I end this session. I hope it was very useful. I hope you gained certain points, certain tips. Leave your feedback, subscribe to our channel, get access to all our playlists. There are almost like 50 plus sessions available on various topics, and these are only going to help you. I can guarantee that. It will not take you backward, it will only help you to march forward. Share it with your friends, regardless of age group. Teens can listen, children can listen, and adults can listen. Young boys, married people, young newly married people, and even aged people, elders, everyone can listen. These kind of sessions are common to mankind regardless of any age group. All right, stay safe, stay healthy. I will soon meet you with a different session, and until then, stay safe and goodbye.